Welcome to Partner Spotlight, Dr. Amarasinghe. First, to start off with, tell us a little bit about BPPL.
BPPL is a company. It's also known as the Beira Group, a company that was established back in the mid-1980s. We largely produce various types of brushware and synthetic filaments which we extrude ourselves, largely for the export markets. We sell these brushware and the filaments to various cleaning suppliers, professional industries and households.
Right. So now we just went on this great tour of all three of your factories. Now, tell us the salient points in terms of how you source your material, the recycling aspect or sustainability of the business.
Right. So there's sustainability that goes all the way through our manufacturing process. Everything from the wood that we source, they are FSC certified. It means that every single rubber tree that's cut, there's a new tree that's planted. There's a lot of PET water bottles that we recycle. We in a month typically we would recycle anywhere between 70 to 80 tons of such refuse. We also import and recycle PP because Sri Lanka doesn't have PP recycled materials in the quantities that we need, typically around 25 to 30 tons a month again. Most of the packaging that we use recycled packaging, and then all our factory buildings are LEED certified, rainwater harvesting and so on, natural light. A lot of emphasis given on all those areas.
Right. So how is the business on the whole doing at this point of time?
The business is doing well. We've been growing at 10 to 12% each year over the last 3 to 4 years. A majority of our products, around 70%, goes into the North American market, around 15% goes into the Australian, New Zealand markets, and then around 6-7% to the UK. Most of the UK and the North American markets are doing well. There is construction happening, there is the households are spending. We are affected a little bit by the oil and gas industry and the slowdown there, but generally we are continuing to grow at that 10 to 12%.
Right. So then for companies or groups like this to start in Sri Lanka, what is lacking? What are we lacking exactly?
Well, what we lack is really that vision and really the confidence to take on a vision and to drive it forward. Most of these recycling sustainable activities that we do in the scale that we do, it takes a lot of courage, a lot of confidence in your own abilities to see it through.
So, Dr. Amarasinghe, you've been, I mentioned this to you earlier also, but you've been in so many companies so far, and you've left the company that are at a high level. What is your advice that you would give to people out there?
Well, if you have a dream, if you have a vision, don't be afraid. Just take it on and drive it to the next level, because you will see in doing that, you will get a lot of satisfaction. B, you will learn. And see, if you have the confidence and if you have the dream, you will continue to make sure that company will grow.
Right, getting back to the Beira Group now, so what is, if you could tell us of your plans for the next, say, 3 to 5 years?
We will continue to grow our product line. We will go into new markets. Some of the new markets that we are looking at are in Southeast Asia, where we feel that those markets are now ready to take on our products. We will expand the product range. We will look to see what more we can do with our recycling fiber. There is a lot more that we can do there. So you will hear about some of those plans in the coming months and years.
All right. For this industry, what is lacking in terms of infrastructure and all that? What do you think is?
Well, I think one of the problems that we face today is a consistent supply of electricity. Electricity, we don't have power cuts in Sri Lanka today, which is a very great thing. But we in the areas that we are in Ingiriya, in Horana, we have several power outages, and when that happens, our machinery has to slow down or stop. and then they need to be restarted, and that affects the production flow. So that is something that we would like more effort put into, or more emphasis put into, to make sure that the power supply continues without interruptions.
What are your thoughts on as a final question, what are your thoughts on the labor, the quality of labor available in Sri Lanka?
There is a lot of training that we need to do to the labor that's there, and that essentially means that the time it takes for them to become productive is that much more. So efforts, I think the new government has said that there is a lot more effort going into training, technical training. That would be very, very much appreciated.
Thank you very much for joining us, Dr. Amarasinghe.
Thank you.